Hello students, today we are going to study about the chapter named resources. So let's begin. The first thing is we must know what is a resource as the title of the chapter. So anything that can be used to satisfy a need is a resource for us. Whatever we use has a usability, and because we are using those things and satisfying our particular needs, those things can be termed as a resource. Resources may have economic value, some resources may not have an economic value. For example, you are coughing and you purchase a cough syrup. So you actually pay particular amount to buy that cough syrup because that cough syrup has an economic value. But if you are using the home remedy made by your grandmother, it does not have any economic value, but it still works. So you can get a patent over that medicine created by your grandmother and you can sell it in the market. What is a patent? Patent is the exclusive right over a particular idea. So that you are the only person who can use that right to make some revenue. Next one is time and technology can also change substance into a resource. I will explain it later. First, we will see the resources and the examples of the resources. You can see the pencil is used by the humans to write down anything. So pencil is a resource for us. We need notebooks to write down. So notebook is also a resource for us. That mobile phone you can see in the picture, that is a very much important resource nowadays. We use fan because we whenever we need to get some air we use fan. Whenever we need to do our office work we use laptop, so laptop is also a resource. So basically whatever you are using in your day to day life to satisfy a particular need, that thing may be termed as a resource. You can see this is a floppy in the left hand side and a micro SD card given over the right hand side. So now I'm going to explain this third point. Time and technology can change substance into a resource. So let's see. Floppy was a storage device earlier used by the people and it has much lesser storage capability. But with the passage of time and the development in technology, now you can see that micro SD cards have been made which have a much larger capacity to store the data. So time has changed the resource. Now floppy is not a resource for us anymore because we have shifted from floppy to micro SD cards. So with time and technology, you can see that resources are continuously changing. Let us see what are the types of resources. Resources are basically of three types: natural resources, human made resources and human resources. Natural resources are those which we obtain directly from the nature. Natural resources are of two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which will be replenished quickly, like sunlight, water, wind, they will always be there. So we do not have to worry a lot about these resources, yet we have to maintain a balance. Like water, we need to conserve water because fresh water is not available over the earth. Water, we have 71% water over the earth, but fresh water is not there, so we have to conserve water although it is a renewable resource. Next is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those which will be exhausted if we do not maintain a particular uh, standard, if we do not adopt a particular policy so that we can conserve these resources. And once these resources will be exhausted, it will take thousands of years to get renewed. So we must conserve our resources because non-renewable resources are limited in amount. Next is human made resources. The resources made by the humans are known as human made resources. As you can see in the picture, whatever the thing you can see in the picture, all these things are created by humans. So, whatever humans have created is a human made resource. Third one is the human resource. We humans are actually a resource and we are the ultimate resource because whatever we can see over the planet has been created by the humans, from satellites to mobile phones to educational institutions. Okay, so whatever we can see, whatever the development we can see over the past few years, over the still since the civilization has been started, whatever the development has been done, it is basically the result of human resources. The term human resources refers to the size of the population of a country along with its efficiency, educational qualities, productivity, organizational abilities, and far-sightedness. So humans are also a resource and we are the ultimate resources because actually we are changing this world every day. Now, what is resource conservation? Resource conservation is basically a plan so that we can use our resources in a proper manner so we do not overuse them. You have seen several advertisement which says that if you have stuck on a red traffic light, you must switch off the engine of your vehicle. You must always cook your food by covering the lid of the utensil. If you are commuting, then you should use public transport. There is no need to take out your own vehicle every day. You must use metros, you must use CNG buses. Okay, so that is resource conservation, planning out a strategy to conserve the resources and using in a proper manner rather than exploiting them continuously. That is called resource conservation. We we must not do this activity to conserve our resources in order to save fuel. That is illegal. What is sustainable development? The concept of sustainable development says when we are using our resources to meet the needs of present generation as well as taking care of the needs of future generation also, that concept is known as sustainable development, that we must take care of the needs of present generation also. We must adopt a particular strategy in which the present generation needs must not be compromised, as well as we should also see that what future generations are going to use, what we are leaving them, what we are leaving for the future generation. So that concept is known as sustainable development. Thank you.